Rotting hell, the sun is feasting. Today.
Desert Runner stopped. She had never heard Rattlesnake speak before. His voice was a slow, nasty hiss, and that greatly disturbed Desert Runner. Please, Desert Runner. My voice is harsh, and yours is so pretty. You are so fast and so much braver than me. Desert Runner thought for a moment and said, I will lend you some of my voice and put it in your tail. That is why the rattlesnake hiss. Turned to leave, but again Rattlesnake stopped her. I'm sorry to trouble you again, Desert Runner, but your patterns are so beautiful. My scales are plain. Can you bring me a pattern like yours? I will paint on your back with my feet, Desert Runner said. That is why Rattlesnake is decorated with diamonds.
What's this? Yes? The blessing of the Hierophant be with you. There's a whole world of hidden secrets you can learn with my training, if you're willing to pay. It was a mining area once. Now there's not much that's left to dig out of the soil, from what I hear. Still, there's enough of other things to scavenge in the mines and quarries if you keep your eyes peeled. It isn't hard to learn how to find what's hidden. You've just got to look for the usual patterns, the same clues, and you sort it all out. They say the desert's a barren place, but Sun Camp brings a bit of light and color to these rocks by the Hierophant's grace. People in towns and cities think we travelers are shunned. In truth, we're freer than they'll ever know. Pleasant findings.
Good day, darling.
Got a few odds and ends for sale here, if you're looking for that sort. Also buying if you need a fence. The city's the jewel of Detyre, so the gnomes say. A lot of bustle and trade going on there, if you've the stomach for it. The woman runs this camp like a damn army. Everything has its order, and we march to the tune of the Hierophant, bless her. Keeps the coin coming in, at any rate. Argine thanks the Hierophant for that. And we all do, for that matter. As far as the traveller camps go, Sun's the largest. They say that Argine founded it over 60 years ago. Folks from all walks come to join the travellers. Beggars, highwaymen, thieves, all looking to live a life without laws or lords. So long.
Don't suppose you've had word of Argine? No matter. It's iron I need, not orders. I've been in Sun Camp since it started, and Argine's been right here with me. She saw Adessa carved into the side of that crater. She keeps faithful to the Hierophant, and it seems in turn that we stay prosperous. Not a bad arrangement. I've been tinkering in this camp almost as long as it's been around. It isn't much like Star or Moon. Argine runs this camp fine, but after all these years, I don't even know her all that well. A good many people love the Travelers as thieves, but we first started with people like me, tinkers, journeymen, and wanderers. Make my trade as a tinker, fixing pots and spades and shovels for common folk. But with the war on, iron's been scarce. I'm too old to go around scrounging for bits and scraps. If you find any iron components on your travels, I'll pay well for them. That's good. Iron isn't exactly like gold. It should be pretty commonplace if you look. Or even some time at Briente's forge might help. But I'm a tinker, mind you, not a smith. I can't work with finished pieces. I need iron components. Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it. Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it. Farewell. Looks like you're used to dust on your feet. Willing to help an old tinker collecting some iron? Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it. Farewell.
Need anything?
So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills in metal. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade. I am Argine, the leader of the Sun Camp. Under my leadership, I have created one of the largest and most profitable camps in the Travelers. The title Queen of Staves is reserved for the oldest and wisest of the camp leaders. The Hierophant awarded it to me for my service. Yes, he wishes to change countless years of tradition because of a misplaced personal grudge, apparently. That can't end well. Sun Camp is under my authority by the blessed ordination of the Hierophant. We mainly subsist on trade from the city of Adessa. You would do well to not question those higher than yourself, child. And the Hierophant is not one to be questioned by anyone. From the Hierophant, we are given prophecies, portents. The Travelers are blind, but the Hierophant sees clearly and leads them to prosperity. We are not the rabble that many take us for, nor the beggars we are soon to be. I hold such judgments in contempt. We have our own life in this desert. The Travelers of my camp are profitable, orderly, and obedient, all without walls and gates. Go to Whitestone and see for yourself. Are those people any happier? Pfft, they're miserable. Very well. There are enough Travelers in this camp speaking of this grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. A poorly made joke, surely. You must pray before the shrine of the Hierophant. Blessed be the all-seeing eyes of our guide. Farewell.
Another comes to Sun Camp.
So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow. You mean who is the eagle, who is the sun, and who is the prey? The lessons of parables lay in the mind of the listener. But you have come. I will have need of such obedience, from what is being said of grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. The Travelers will learn who provides for them and who should occupy their thoughts, and your work will be the conduit for this message. Whereas you stole many treasures earlier, you steal one now. The Master's Pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Elorin Kriet. Find her in the Adessa laboratories. It is an artifact of great power, sought after by all thieves and rogues, for it is said that no lock may withstand its magics. There is some form of confusion around this item. It was on Elorin, but it is unclear if something has occurred. Strike quickly. There is some manner of uncertainty at work here.
Prince of Spring raised his sword toward the breaking dawn, and he called down the glory of the newborn morning. Issa bequeathed to the land the talisman of fate. With its power, the earth rose to defend the birthplace of light, our cradle of summer. So the great cycle swathed up.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Adessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Adessa? Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Adessa from? Alistar? You mean you've come from Fomerus Hugh's laboratory? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Adessa. You will be lodged in the Sandstone Villa, temporarily. Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, Tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Adessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved. They help sort the newly arrived in the city. We want to ensure that everyone is placed where they properly belong. This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for, well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Now, good day. Yes, you are now officially recorded as having entered Adessa, center of all gnomish society in the Feylands. The Domus Politica has me tallying and sorting all new arrivals to the city. Another few years and I could be Tallier, first class. I'm sure you'll learn about the city the more time you spend in it. It is vast, but well designed. The Domus is where all of Adessa's political work is done. The Templars determine the policy, and it is there that we enact it. Not everyone is given a villa just for arriving here. But I'd be careful. A gifted necklace can easily be a golden chain. Yes, go on.
Hello?
Milo at your service.
Milo at your service.
Hello?
Yes? Bloody chest. What? What?
Excuse me? Damn bloody fool thing, Lauren. Oh, did not see you there, stranger. It is by far the most important location in the Feylands. It houses the summation of gnomish knowledge, culture, and progress. I've given my life to interpreting the results from our experiments and learning how it can be used by the Basilica Nostra. It's my duty, my role. We conduct experiments within and without the city, as well as aggregate the information collected therein. What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of, did you say, master's pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me. Friendly? Yes. It has been too long since I've had a friendly, decent person to converse with. Well, I never had this master's pick, but I did have a strangely unopenable jewelry box until the Praetorians confiscated it. Now it's rotting in the armory, and all because they think I'm in league with someone they don't support anymore. Such a bother. Ah, very well.
What?
Bloody chests.
What?
And who are you? What? And who are you?
You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you making trouble again.
What?
You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you making trouble again. What? Intruder! Guards! You don't belong in here. You shouldn't be in here. What? You shouldn't be in here. Yes?
Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. How can the Domus Politica be of service today? Though only half-built, our city already stands as a beacon of enlightenment in this desert. The garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly as old as a livrarium. Me? I'm the foremost scrivener we have. If you need a letter or tome duplicated, see me. A page every 3 minutes, guaranteed. The walls house the infrastructure of Adessa. The bursars, the laboratories, the garrison, the prison, even the Arcadium. If you need anything, you can find it here. The Arcadium is where I often find what I need, be it a work of art or a household item. A financial hub of Adessa. Larger merchant transactions take place there, instead of the Arcadium. The laboratories are where most scientific and magical study takes place in Adessa. The prison is relatively new. There was no need for it when we gnomes first settled here. Just as well.
What?
Another?
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guyon Stebik. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then. From what I'm able to surmise, the pick was confiscated from Aloran because she was to send it to Guyon Stebik, an outcast scholar. Guyon seems to have some means at his disposal which Aloran thought could free the pick. This device called the Aravis engine. Break into Guyon's lab and you can use the device to free the pick from the box. In the Hierophant's name. Be gone. I see you.
Happy to see another face in Sun Camp. Want to do some trading? So long. Got a few odds and ends for sale here. If you're looking for that sort. Also buying if you need a fence. So long.
Who are you? A bandit? A scavenger? State your business here.
This city is built around a single priority: the preservation of knowledge. That, above all else, must be upheld. My time with Motus Mining left me the wiser in terms of potion craft. Most of my spare time is spent experimenting with new reagent combinations. Can't say I blame them for seeking richer veins. It's rather disappointing that they don't deem it necessary to maintain my offices, however. I dare not taste many of these potions on myself. You are welcome to buy some off me if you wish.
My what? Why, absolutely not. Who sent you? Who put you up to this? Stay away from my laboratory. Leave me.
Goodbye.
nefarious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. You must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide. Farewell.
Need anything?
Got a few odds and ends for sale. Here, if you're looking for that sort. Also buying if you need a fence. So long.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? If you're from the village, you can tell Mayor Eswin that I'm not interested in any other deals he may wish to offer. This discovery belongs to everyone, and it will not be used to further one man's agenda. I will carry the shame of what happened here to my grave, but I will speak no more of it. My every breath is given to rectifying the mistakes that were made. It is not the only mining concern in Adessa, but it is the only one that matters. Our efficiency is legendary, as is our disregard for human life. I was a scholar for Motus Mining interests, one of 6. 4 of the others died from exposure to poisonous fumes. And the last, he took his own life in the snaketail, filled his pockets with terrenium and sunk like a stone. Now it's just Guyan and me, working as we did ages ago in training. It's not a bad life, although the rat meat leaves one wanting. My closest confidant, one who enjoys investigating the world's darker mysteries. He's downstairs. I let him start a laboratory there after they ejected him from Adessa. You mean you're not with that fool Alfhelm? Well, if that be true, then this meeting could be an opportunity for both of us. Tell me, have you ever heard of Culminite? Of course you haven't, because, you see, I discovered it. It is a new ore, one that has the potential to be the most valuable resource ever discovered in this region. Think of what would happen if I could prove it was plentiful here. Motus would reopen the mines. Jobs would return to Whitestone. Rathir would live again. I am a man of science. The little progress I ever make is done here, at the workbench. I need someone swift and resourceful to walk the world for me. Scour Rathir. Search the deepest mines in every abandoned dig. I am confident there are commonite deposits to be found. I have faith in you, friend. My research suggests that the veins run beneath all of Rathir, so I would search the mines. Of course, you're the one who would confirm whether my research is accurate. Goodbye. No commonite yet, I assume. You don't have the stink of the mines on you. Goodbye.
Yeah? Hi. Another alpha. Ah, look what the dust brought in.
Don't kill me, please! Just a little Whitestone humor for you. Maybe it's not for everybody. My name's Varric Dunbert, and my trade's selling. We get a quirky collection of goods in town these days. You're welcome to it. Oh, don't you break into a sweat over the Sinriks and the Zungars. Good people. At least they were back in the days of the cart and shovel. Now they make their living with the sword. Can't say I blame them. Not after what the gnomes did to us. Honestly? Well, I'm not sure what to make of that one. He's certainly got clean hands for someone in Apatir. Rumor has it he's city-bred. Have you seen his cottage? It is more rooms than a flop house. You're right, I see pretty much everything and everyone that comes in and out of Whitestone. And we do get our share of eccentric visitors. Just the other day I noticed a real sorrowful-looking Alfar lurking around the tavern. I don't mind them. In fact, think Mitharu, that sun camp, is just down the road. Without their merchants, the people of Whitestone would starve to death. We don't get many supplies from the city, and there's no work to be done in trade. Honest thieves, one man's opinion. Come again.
Tomorrow's gonna be hot.
Well, well, well. Never seen your face before. Can't say I like it. Listen up, Dogface. There are 2 rules in Bone Town. Number 1, Mayor Eswin's law is absolute. Number 2, if you don't like rule number 1, then you'd better get your ass out of town. Now go meet the mayor yourself. He likes to know what the kobolds kicking from the wastes, especially with the families running wild. Listen to that. You're fitting in pretty well already. I'll see you around Whitestone, Dogface. He's a dangerous man, and he'll stop at nothing to bring ruin to Whitestone. Luckily, the mayor knows how to deal with crooks like Scoria. Miners. And they used to make a good living too, back when Motus Mining had its teeth in Apatia. When Motus pulled out, the money dried up. Now most of them are criminals. A nasty lot. The Zungars are the worst. The Darkvari and the Sinrig know Liana's dance as well. There's plenty of them. Just ask Hera, or walk a few paces out of Whitestone in any direction. Sometimes they even come into town. A few weeks ago, I caught a bandit trying to slip into the mayor's window. Fool. He's been locked up in a cage ever since. As an example. Simpesta Liana was first sworn. They called her the Desert Runner, and you do well to learn her ways out here. He's not from around here. A city boy born and raised in Myria. Came to seek fortune, but landed in Apatia right when Motus Mining caught their losses. You'd think he'd wither in this desert, but it was his idea to bring in the mercenaries. With Mayor Eswin in Whitestone, we have a fighting chance. People call it Bone Town because of the pale rocks jutting up from the sand. And because of the death rate.